faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 16 carries, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
That's a good start to the season. They got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started. And they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
On the carry.
It's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A dump underneath to Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. So first possession, 4th and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. What do you think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling go for it. Let's get this, all right? Yeah, look, you're right. The field goal's there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive. You're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this first down and then continue on downfield and try and get a touchdown.
Like your confidence.
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
They'll go with Jones. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Ronald Jones unable to get to that imaginary yellow line. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
No gain on the play.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Shifts by him. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horse. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
A loss of 14 on the play.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
And it's 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Quickly completed to the right flat. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one covers 29 yards. First down. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. Ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. They'll set up a throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. From 13 yards out, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
On the return. The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. He caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a throw here, hauled in. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On third down. Here's Jones. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. He'll find his man, LaVisca Chenault. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Jones. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
That's good.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Coverage by Keanu Neal.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
10-yard line.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The left side completion to Jones. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. The kick by Lambo is good. And the lead moves to 10-0.
Makes the score Jaguars 10, Falcons nothing.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It sounds like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Incomplete. And this one too low. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Third down and less than.
And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
The pass.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
3 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
A loss of a yard.
A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, yeah, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
56, Mike, 56.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. I call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And here now come the Falcons. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here, as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line.
At the 21-yard line.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll kick things off in the AFC West as we check on Kansas City hosting Denver. And it's the Broncos who have the lead in the second quarter. Drew Lock has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head east to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. 35-28 the final as they win by a touchdown. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
On the return. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. A throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Looking for the end zone. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Point after here coming up. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
44-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
This is Jones. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Ronald Jones.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Chark. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, it's Jones.
30-yard line.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Another Jaguars.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And the Jags are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. Going with a fullback, Miller. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
It's good to make it 17-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. On the return is Hines. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Staying over 1st and 10. At their own 26.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now here's a throw that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And the Falcons 1st down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. 1st down, Falcons.
They'll look to throw again. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. And a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is the quarterback, Allen. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the move, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
A loss of 4 yards.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he doesn't have a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. The Falcons on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Taylor. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Again, it'll be Taylor. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it won't be easy.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Out, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's their quarterback with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now this offense trotting back onto the field. Let's turn our attention here to Ronald Jones. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, four in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll go again to Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
57, Mike. Mike 57.
Back to throw here. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. But that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack.
Seems to me that our friend, Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Falcons ready to take over, and you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Jaguars' 41.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Back to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A very quick pass to Ridley. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. He'll look to throw. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. That catch good for only a couple. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down. First things first here, they got to pick up the first down.
And remember, it is 4th down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because
pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. Tackled by the corner, C.J. Henderson.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Jonathan.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack. And not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. The throw over the middle taken in. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all time.
3rd down.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The quarterback
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage.
Today's final score.
We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for Atlanta, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range.